when it's in a sport like racing or maybe football, is there any science that shows it's easier or harder to be ahead or behind in a race?
I can tell you that I have not recently read deeply into the science of this particular matter, but it's a very interesting question. I had this team of rowers who went to an English rowing race called the Henley on the Thames. It's one of the most prestigious rowing race in the UK. You have the Oxford-Cambridge battle, but you also have the Henley, which is just everyone dresses up in hats and fancy clothes and goes and watches, just like watching horse races. And they came as a Dutch crew with some guys that had rowed together the whole season, and one or two that kind of stepped in and they trained a bit before they went to this competition, but not for very long. So they had to develop a certain race strategy. And one of the guys was a bit more insecure about, are we going to perform well if we haven't trained this much together and stuff? So what they did is they went through and sort of mentally prepared for every possible scenario that could happen. If we imagine we start hard and we're out of the blocks first, and then breaking down the race and all the different things that could happen during the race, and then thinking about, okay, what are we gonna think collectively as a crew if we're behind from the start, if we're ahead, if we're in the middle of the race and we're side by side and it's side by side until the end. How are we gonna act? So I feel like the thing you were explaining is a feeling of, I'm chasing someone, and it's giving me more power to drive.
I think the reason I don't like being chased is because in my head it's all about fear of losing. I'm already winning. I'm losing something that I don't have. Yeah. Whereas if I'm behind,
you have nothing to lose.
I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.